I want length, but I want healthy hair more. I don't want to have long ass unhealthy hair. Like, for what? What am I gonna do with that? Put it in a bun? No. Hey girls, so I'm back with another deep conditioner series video. In this video we will be discussing protein. Now protein can be a hit or miss. Some people are protein sensitive and just don't like the way that protein makes their hair feel. I really want to dive into protein for my hair and see what kind of effect I can get by using protein and doing really intensive treatments weekly and really keeping up with a continuous protein treatment regimen. So we will be using protein every week in our wash routine. So it's going to become a staple. So I've never been really consistent with protein. I've never noticed my hair is protein sensitive or had problems with protein before either. So I can't say that was the reason why. I've always kind of gravitated to like deep conditioners that had moisturizing properties more so than deep conditioners that were protein based or protein packed deep conditioners, just because I just didn't really grab for that when I was buying products. But now I'm going to consciously incorporate protein into my routine. First, let's start by addressing what is protein. Actually, our hair is protein, so let's just start by addressing our hair. Your hair is primarily made up of protein filaments called keratin and chains of amino acid. And over time, with exposure to chemicals and just, you know, not always using proper techniques when doing your hair and just natural exposure to elements in the air, the strands start to break down and your hair can become brittle, dull, and weak, and you start to lose the strength that your hair naturally has. So I feel like we need protein in our hair routines, because if your hair is primarily made up of a substance and it's losing that substance, we need to replenish it. So the protein treatments will replenish that strength and help repair some of those bonds that have been lost. I also do believe it's good to incorporate protein in your diet. Like, I am a firm believer in you are what you eat. Like, I am a very conscious eater. I know exactly what I'm putting in my body, why I'm putting it in my body, and I consciously make choices on how I want to eat, how I want to nourish myself in my body. I do believe incorporating the proper amount of protein, minerals, vitamins, and all the good things that your body needs and thrives off of is very important to not only having healthy hair, but healthy skin and having energy and being positive. Like, everything you are, you're feeding into yourself, whether it be your frame of mind or the food you eat. Like, if you're eating crappy food, you're not gonna feel good about it. You're not gonna feel good about yourself. So I do believe that the things you put in your body kind of radiate out, if that makes sense. So I do think protein is important to incorporate in your diet. I do want to put out a disclaimer that too much protein can cause your hair to become a little like dry and brittle. And then if it's left in that state, that could lead to breakage. So you do want to be very careful when incorporating protein in your hair regimen. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to your hair, how it's responding, and then respond accordingly to like how your hair reacts to the protein treatment. Like, should you follow up with a deep conditioner or something like that? So I will be really aware of that, and I'll be keeping you up to date with, like, is incorporating protein in every wash effective? Is it beneficial? Is it something that we should be doing? I decided to do this initially because as I was going through my hair to cut strands off, I was looking at particular sections where I just don't like the way my hair looks. Like, I don't think I have heat damage, but I have areas where, like, just on the end it doesn't curl, it's just straight. I have so many areas where it's just like the end is really straight, and then this part will be wavy. Here's another one where it's kind of straight on the end. There's some up here, and like right here where it's just not the texture that I like it to be. So initially I was just gonna clip, and then I was like, you know what? My hair is made of protein. I don't really do protein treatments. Maybe my hair is talking to me and it's telling me you need to do something, incorporate some protein in your regimen. Oh, look at this one over here. Like, look at that. So I have so many like random strands like this that are just like limp and lifeless, and I just feel like initially I wanted to clip it so that I could just get rid of these strands, but the curiosity in me, like, I love I mean, if you watch my should we cancel eco styler video, you know that I'm like into science. I just love doing experiments. I love figuring out things. I love solving problems. Like, my curiosity always gets the best of me. Always have been a very curious person. So initially I was just gonna cut all these like random strands that I have where I just feel like my hair doesn't behave appropriately, like how I would like it to. It doesn't seem uniform. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's heat damage because I don't straighten my hair, but it's apparent that it's not my texture either, because if you look up the strand, like, you'll see that there's definition. So instead of clipping these areas, I decided, why don't I incorporate something that I don't use, which is protein. So I am going to start incorporating protein in my hair regimen weekly. So on wash day, I'm going to be doing protein treatments, and I'm going to be showing it to you, and we're going to go through this process to see how does my hair respond. Do these areas actually get repaired, or do they remain the same? And is it beneficial to incorporate more protein? Because I feel like we're so like aware of deep conditioners, and we're on this deep conditioning like train, and we just are obsessed with deep conditioners because they make our hair soft and like just manageable. But if our hair requires strength and protein, we should also be incorporating that, is what I'm thinking. And it's something I've been lacking. It might be something you're doing. So if you're doing it, hit me in the comments, let me know, like, how does your hair respond to it? How often do you do it? And what made you start like incorporating protein into your hair regimen? So I'm just trying to get these limp strands right, because growing your hair long is length retention. So if I'm always clipping my hair, which I tend to get scissor happy, I'm not gonna achieve length retention. So I'm trying to stay away from the scissors. Like, I kind of obsessed over my hair, and I'm like, okay, this does not look cute, this end needs to go. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just clip this one, and then I'll see another one, be like, oh, I'll just clip that one. And then I start looking for more. I'm like, okay, I was just supposed to clip one strand, and now I've clipped like 20, and I have this whole little pile of hair ends that I clipped off. So I'm trying to stick with length retention, and well, keep my hands away from the scissors, because once I start cutting, I have a hard time stopping. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna hop on this protein treatment wave, get this going, and see how my hair reacts to it. So this is pretty much day one of my, I don't want to call it a challenge, because I feel like it's more of a lifestyle. Like, I'm figuring out what my hair likes, and it's going to be something that I incorporate into my lifestyle and into like my routine. So this isn't a protein challenge. This is me just working with my hair and seeing what works best for my hair. Now, if you don't already know, I have low porosity hair, I have high density hair, I have fine strands, and I am type 4. That's just, I keep the typing broad. I am in the type 4 category. I don't need to really break it down. In my description box, I do break it down, but let's just say I'm in the type 4 family. And those are the specifics of my hair. So if your hair is similar to mine, hit me in the comments, let me know, like, does your hair respond well to protein treatments, or do you kind of like feel like it doesn't really provide you with what you want and what your hair needs? Because that's all it's all about. It's like getting our hair healthy. Like, I want length, but I want healthy hair more. I don't want to have long ass unhealthy hair. Like, for what? What am I gonna do with it? Put it in a bun? No, I want to just like have long hair that's super healthy and thriving and just like bomb. Like, damn, I can't believe this is my hair. Like, that's what I'm trying to get to. So yeah, we're gonna start doing protein treatments and we're gonna get this thing popping. We're gonna grow our hair, and whatever length you want to be at, you're gonna achieve it if you keep on trying to be healthy and doing what your hair wants. Like, I always was like, I'm gonna do what I want, my hair is gonna respond to it and it's just gonna work out. But I'm finding that doing what I want to my hair is not working. I need to do what my hair wants. So that's where I'm at right now. So let's see how this is looking. Oh, it feels so good when you like first take your hair down from like a kind of tight style and just massage it out a little bit. Who loves scalp massages? Especially when someone else is giving it to me. Yes. Okay, that's not the point of this video. Okay, so in general, my front is a looser texture. So I know some of these ends, like this one obviously curls. Not all of these ends are straight, but like some of them are just straighter than I think they should be. And like I said, I don't think it's necessarily heat damage. I just think my hair is lacking something. And rather than cut it off, I'm going to start incorporating like what my hair is actually made of into my routine. I'm going to start incorporating protein, and we'll continuously check in, see how my hair is responding, see how I deal with the possibility of my hair becoming kind of hard and not, I don't want to say brittle, but like that stiffness that you get when your hair has too much protein. See how I combat that and what works, what doesn't work, which treatments are the best. You guys know I talked about the Afro G two-step that comes in the smaller bottle. I love that stuff, but I do want to use other things so that we can have a broad view and a broad category to choose from when it comes to proteins and products, because I know what works for some doesn't always work for others. So I want there to be options. So yeah, ride with me. We going on a ride. Alright, but until next time, see ya.
Lead them from temptation, make them royalty. All the things we face and make us question it. Lead us to salvation, pour that oil, please. That's how we become kings and queens.